Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Eunice Opuya, and in case you're new here, kindly remember to subscribe, and to all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for coming back to watch my videos. Today I have a visitor. Welcome and introduce yourself.
Thank you so much, Os. I do appreciate you. Good afternoon or good day, everyone. My name is Gladys. I'm in Nigeria working in Oman as house manager, popularly known as Shagala or Kadama.
Gladys, how long have you been working in Oman?
To God be the glory. I've been here for the past 4 years, and 4 years with 3 month experience in same house in Oman.
Aha. So in these 4 years, have you
Yeah.
been breaking to go back to your country, or you've been working continuously?
No, I haven't go back for any vacation for the past 4 years. So it's just straight away renewing of my contract without going back home. That is what I did.
Okay, and what is the reason why maybe you have never gone back to your country or taken a vacation? Don't you miss your people?
Why not? I do miss my family, but it's just a personal decision. It's the kind of person I am. If I made the decision that, oh, let's go back home and spend my vacation, which is just 2 or 3 months, I don't have the zeal of returning back to this same house. And along the line, when I was almost through with my first contract, it was then they banned Nigeria entry to Oman, and it was really serious. And there's chances that if I go back at that moment where the procedure is still ongoing, I may not be permitted from my country to come into this country. So people haven't get a logic or any other means to come into this country whenever you step out of this country. So I told my boss, it's okay, it's better I just continue since I have in mind to renew my contract, and we just go ahead to their office here. Then I did every necessary things. Then I continue working. So that is the most reason that I choose not to go back to my country. So I miss my family a lot.
You are working in the same house since you came. It means that you got good bosses. So what are the things that you love about your bosses?
Being with them, I learned so many things. Like from their culture, there are some things to inculcate. And to God be the glory. I am a lucky girl because if I'm not, I won't still be in the same house for the past 4 years because of the way they treat me and the way they accept me. I'm not a perfect person, neither being good because everybody have his or her own up and down. I've shown them a lot of things that I even said it to myself that at the end of my contract, they are going to send me back with the way I started working with them. But as time goes on, when we get used to each other, then we know that we can tolerate one another. That's so good. And I don't lack anything. I don't lack. So I think that is what I love about them. They don't make that huge space that she's just a domestic staff. Though there is a space that is meant for me, and I know that this is my position in their family. But so far that I'm okay with them. I'm managing, I'm coping, they are welcoming. The treatment I'm receiving, they are free to me and they are understanding people. So it makes me to like my boss and also consider to work with them.
The way they're treating you, did they start it in the beginning or it came later?
In my own case, the first day I arrived into this house, it was a warm welcome. But to me, it was shocking. Why is it so shocking? It's because I met a lot of people. It was a crowded, huge family. I'm working in a big family, and the way they treat me, like I could remember that very day vividly because I was famished. I'm hungry, seriously. So when I came, for someone who just get to a place, you should just be like, be shy to talk or do something. But as for me, the way I'm feeling that hungry, I couldn't even keep it to myself. Anyway, they welcome me like the way Everybody was so nice, friendly. So immediately, my mother was just bringing things up and down. They didn't give me the attention like this is a maid. It's just like when your daughter travel out, or it's been a while, you have seen your daughter and she's back. She needs some home welcoming and all that. She was just bringing new clothes, all these perfume, soap, towel. Just go and have a shower. And I was looking at her like, wow, this woman is really kind. And immediately I changed my clothes. Then I told her, "Excuse me, ma, I'm hungry." Though my mother was a local native speaker, so the language barrier is within us, but I use my hand to demonstrate how famished I am. So I was given a lot of food. The way she served me that food, that very day, makes me to have different intention, like different mind about them. So the treatment from the very day I stepped into their house was shocking, because I was telling myself, "Ma, is it my own service of food or someone else?" No, no, she just told me, "Eat." When they are just giving a small child a lot of things at the same time, that treatment, that is what the kind of treatment I received the first day. But I won't lie, during the time they were teaching me how to manage their house, it was not that easy for me. But when we talk about their character, the way of receiving me to their family, see, it's awesome. It's really good. Like, I'm lucky with them. That is what I can say about them. So it's not that because I've been used to them, they now change. No, it's from the beginning. It was me that had all this. When when you just get to somewhere, you still have to look around, be shy a little bit. But to them, they were so free, with open-minded. See, I love them the way they received me that very day. I can't even forget about it. So even though I have a funny experience, because that was the first day they give me this Lebanon drink, Lebanon
Yes.
that they used to drink.
Yes.
So with the way I was famished, I thought it's milk. And oh my God, when I had this, I couldn't even control myself. I was like, what's this? So, I have a good experience from the very first day. So I thank God for that. It's awesome experience for me.
At the beginning, they treated you well, and you're the one who had
Yes.
issues. When you are coming from Nigeria, you had known before that I'm traveling yes to this country, but I have heard something about that country, and maybe I was expecting to be treated like that. Or where did you generate these issues?
The very day I arrived at our international airport, that is Muritala Mohammed in Nigeria, in Lagos. So at the airport, I was being told that they are going to change my country of destination. Then I asked them, "Why will you change where I told you I'm going?" That no, I insisted that I'm traveling to Oman. Don't change it. That is what I told my family. That I'm heading to Oman to work as housemaid. My parents were much more aware. Though I don't inform people, but my parents and my siblings knew about my movement. So why will you be trying to confuse me to change my flight ticket? I said, I can't do that. Just take me to where I'm going. So with the help of the immigration officer I knew there, I was sorted out, but I don't feel so good from there. There are a lot of things you heard from people, and it will change your mood. So I didn't feel so good when he was saying, when you get there, you understand what I'm saying, how these people were treating we Africans. And truth be told, when I get to Oman at the office, I experienced most of the things I had from the airport, from those immigration officers that want to change my flight ticket. But I actually pray and I stand firm, because some of these are fellow Africans. The way they even treated me at the office doesn't make sense at all. But I was lucky to have one Asian lady with us. She's from Philippines. She was the one that was friendly, but all the other Africans, it was horror stories, experience. They were all sharing with me. And the way they treated me, I can't lie to you. We are all Africans. Some of we Africans, we are even being racism among ourselves. So I experienced that, and the one that even make it worse was the way they treated me by the agency representative. They don't care about what we ladies we eat or what we are going to drink. What they just care is bring us from the airport and just told us this is your room. Then the only thing I was do is sleeping. You understand?
Yes.
So I was famished. And those fellow Africans that they already know how to manage things in that apartment, they cook, eat, and wash the plates before I woke up. Do you understand the situation?
Yes.
So I'm the only one without eating or drinking in that apartment. And most of them were Africans. They don't care. I'm new. I didn't know anything about them. So that was my worst experience, that when I get to my place of work, I don't feel so good or so free with them. And that is why I have that ill feelings. So I don't expect to be treated well because the agency, which are all Arabic, all these Arab people, they don't treat me well. They don't care whether I eat or not. Thank God, my mom gave me this cassava flake, which is called gari in Nigeria. Maybe you know it, I don't know. So it was that gari I was soaking because they don't even care, and I'm famished. The third day that I want to leave the office, the lady that I said she was friendly wanted to prepare something for me, and it was then they brought me here. So from there, being famished for 2 3 days, doesn't meet good people, give me bad intentions of where I'm going. But when I get there, the way my mother was bringing soap, bringing slippers, perfume, powder, I was like, what is happening? Am I in another country, or is it not the same place that I've been treated so bad for the past 2 3 days? You understand that? So I wasn't that free, but with the kind of family I have, I just have to put up the courage and talk to her that get me something to eat. This one you are bringing later. So when I opened the bag I brought from my country, they realized that I have mostly every necessity a lady must have. They was like, "Well, you really prepare yourself." But the only mistake I did was I didn't come along with some food, which makes me to undergo all those food hunger for the past 2 3 days at that office. So that is the reason why I said it was within me that I know that I have issue when I get to my place of work due to my experience from the immigration office to the agent office. And ever since I left that office, I think the story is different now.
During the experience that you got at the office, the mistreatment and the way they were handling you, did you get discouraged in one way or another?
Do you know that there is a particular situation that brought me to Oman? If you have watched one of my videos, I already told you the story why I was in Oman. I came to Oman being sick. I'm a sick girl. I was just recovering from sickness, and I did it because what my mom experienced when I was so sick, and the way that my mom even told me that if I'm having a bad idea or negative idea about my coming to Oma as housemaid, that I should just stop the processing, that I shouldn't bother the money we have borrowed and how much she has spent on my traveling process. So for her saying that, I was pretending that I'm getting better. You understand?
Yes.
Being sick and you are still hiding it from your mom that you are okay, you are this. I was just trying to comfort my mom in my own way. So I took the decision that I want to repay my mom back what she did. If you know how serious I was sick that very day, and how much inside the market, because we spend most of our time in the market more than house, and all that, when I think about it, when I got to that house, I can't lie to you, I cried at the agency because I was left alone. The only time I do see my colleagues are at night. So when I wake up, I just find myself alone. And it gets to an extent, I turn it to fasting and prayer. Crying seriously to the extent nobody can even hear me because it's not a just it's building that is, I don't even know the floor that I'm staying. You know that kind of apartment that they are using lift to get there. It's an apartment. So I turn to prayer, praying, fasting, and the only thing that encouraged me that no matter what the situation is, I won't be going back is what makes me to leave my country. You know, when you remember who is most special that you can never joke with, you that will give you the spirit and vibe. I think my mom, if I remember my mom, no matter how lazy I am, I will have much strength. And to God be the glory, my mom has been a great strength to me. And if I think about it, I cried a lot. My first month, 2, 3 here, it was really tough. The next time my mom saw me on phone call and she was like, if it's too tough, I should return back home. My mom wants me to come back home because you know when you are talking to your child how she is before she leave, and for someone like me, and she know that I don't like to complain. She said, you are lying, you are hiding something. If my mom tell you, let me see your face, like confront me. If I don't call my mom like this, she'll be like, she's hiding. What is going on? Things like that. But she's my strength. So my mom, the encouragement comes from, oh my God, I know how I left my mom. And I know how she put herself in a big debt for me. The money that brought me to this country is not my money. My mom borrowed it. So if I go back there, they will lock me in police station and also my mom. So what is the benefit? So I think I endure it so that my mom would be put to shame or being locked at the bar. So that is my story.
So encouraging. And I think there is somebody who is in Nigeria and might be watching, and they want to look for employment. What is one thing that you can tell them to encourage them?
In everything, put God first. If God gives you go ahead, you can a lot of people that will tell you that go ahead and you will regret your journey. But the conviction, your own determination, if you know that your spirit is not against it, apart from someone told you the spirit of the Lord says this or that, you understand. But there are some things you will want to do it and your mind will be totally against it. You understand this? So when you know that your mind is at it and people that are in spiritual realm more than you also advise you to go ahead, I will advise you pray. But there's no journey without any tongues. But if you can just stand up and give it a try with faith, you overcome your storm. Like you'll be walking on the storm, be like, oh my God, am I walking on a bare floor? Or you understand the situation. There's no journey without problem. Oh. If you want to make it in life, you have to undergo some challenges, and that challenges will bring out your strength and it will build you. You know who the kind of person you are and how to tackle your journey alone. I think the experience I gained from here is how to face my challenges alone, learn how to solve it without asking anybody. So this is the time you're going to realize that this is the kind of person you are and what you have within you. So I will advise you, if it's what you have in mind, I will never stop anybody because I know the reason whereby most of us prefer to do housemaid work rather than sitting at home. A lot of graduates are back in Nigeria without doing anything. Some even are doing what is not like qualified to their certificate. When you say graduate riding bicycle up and down, is it his fault? No, it's because there's no employment. So if you have the chances to come over to Arab, but I will advise you, stop going through all these zero account. Like those people who are telling you that if don't worry, just get your passport done, the rest we take good care of it. That is slavery and trafficking idea. That is what I'll tell you. If you have your money, go through the normal processing. Travel by flight. Don't let them take you by bus to the bush, from there to boat over the sea. Don't go through the jungle to the sea before you enter any Arab Gulf country, because you're going to regret it. That is how some people get into touch with all these people, that they are removing their body parts, or any bad incident is happening. I know a lot of you have heard about human trafficking, so it's not new, but this is the major source. Zero account transport, like zero sponsorship, without putting any effort that you only have your passport. Please don't embark on such journey.
So thank you so much for that advice. And fellow workers, something?
To all my fellow Shagala, Kadama in Gulf country, I believe you are all doing well. And if you are passing through difficult time, most especially the new one, there is no stages in life without its own time. Yes, it all matters. It's just a matter of time. So just bear with it. So far, if you are not undergoing pressure like being maltreated and all this sexual harassment, but if it's still a bearable thing you are undergoing as new face, not yet adapted to the new environment and the working system, I pray for more strength, and I would also advise you to be more diligent, because by being diligent and try to adjust, get to learn the basic and understand them better, it will make your own life easy. And for those my seniors in this line of work, I commend their effort and their persistence. Be in this line, because I know we have senior in this work. People like Yemi, in case she's watching you, so I say hello to her. Most of you, all Africans, Nigerians, the Ivano, I know Ivano have been on this journey so far. So I say hello to you, and I commend your efforts and for the good work you have been doing, how you are enlightening us. Because I learned through a lot of people, through some Kenya YouTuber who are also housemates. People like Penina the Grace, she's one of the people who motivates me to start my channel from my own story, and showing how things is going on in Saudi Arabia. So, those people who try to bring out the truth. So don't go beyond the imagination, like I want to bring out content to people, and you try to be misbehaving because of the year of experience you had with your boss. Don't do that. You don't need it. But what matter most is bringing out your genuinity and a confirmed truth information to us, for people like me and other people coming behind to learn. So that is what I'm going to say to both the new and the old. And with that we are learning, or with that we are stepping out of this work gradually. So I commend and I pray for more strength to each and every one of us.
Thank you so much. Finally, share with us your social media handles.
Okay, guys, my name is Gladys. I'm in Nigeria, as you all know. But my channel name is Gladiary. Yeah, it's all about Shagawa. Yeah. So I share my experience, I do share my experience making a cooking video, and also my lifestyle, everything about domestic life as a Shagala YouTuber. You're going to see that, so feel free to visit me and check out my channel, and I will be expecting you. Thank you once again for having me here, host, and God bless you. I hope another time, if God permitted, or if there is time, we be here.
Yes, I'm expecting you back anytime soon. So guys, you've heard her channel name
No
is
problem.
Gla Diary. Just search her and then go to her channel, watch what she's doing. I know that you're going to learn a lot from her channel. And for those who are planning to go work in Oman, you'll get more experience in her channel. So thank you so much, Gladys, for accepting my request. And I'm so happy to host you in my channel. Thank you guys for
It's a
watching.
great pleasure to be here. Thank you. Bye for now.
Thank you so much guys for watching. Meet you again
Bye
in
bye.
another video. Bye.